Hey y'all, I'm Courtney.
And I'm Sarah.
And this is Bodice Tipplers,
the podcast where we read all the books we used to steal off our grandmother's nightstands.
And then we drink about it.
On this episode, we read RL Stine's The Boyfriend. Trigger warnings include gaslighting, dead teenagers, fake dead teenagers, drama club.
And also, if you are triggered by Bret Easton Ellis or anyone who graduated from Bennington College, like, this book is not for you. Or it might be for you. Because if you hate Bret Easton Ellis but want that kind of assholery, but can't handle a Bret Easton Ellis book, this is the book for you.
And it'll do it for you in, 130 pages?
130 pages. Yeah, I think this might tie with less than zero for, short pages.
Yes. So, hey y'all, how are you?
Hello, everyone. We are back with our second of our January episodes.
Yeah.
I'm putting a timeline on it. Hopefully we'll get it out by January.
I'm living dangerously.
Living dangerously.
Yeah, like these people in this book, right?
Yes. Oh my god, I can't wait to talk about this book.
Yeah, I thought we said we were never going to state a month ever again.
No, I know. So, before we get started, a couple of things. Our Patreon, you guys have been gangbusters on our Patreon.
Thank
you.
We
thank you. We are now we've had to add more fundraising goals or funding goals. I'm not going to call it fundraising. Fun goals.
Yeah.
We're putting the fun in funding. So we are $6 away from our $40 funding goal.
Ooh.
And if we reach $40, we will read a Sweet Valley High book about the two bitchiest girls that could have been in this book that we read.
Can you imagine if the Wakefield sisters had been in this?
Oh my god, they'd have solved this thing on page 40 and just fucked with it the rest of the time. So we will read and have a special Patreon episode about a Sweet Valley High novel.
Only available to our subscribers.
Yes, only available. And then if we reach $60, Sarah and I will utilize all of our romance knowledge skills to create a fan fiction based on your favorite 90s sitcom. We'll let you guys vote.
You say sitcom. It doesn't have to be a sitcom.
I know Sarah's really hoping for Matlock.
That's the 80s. That's what I grew up watching. But I've got this really great idea for,
Or she wants unsolved mysteries. I'm hoping, we're not going to put anything out there for you to vote on that's so basic as Friends.
Imagine unsolved mysteries though.
Yeah, God. We might have to just veer off and you do it. And, somebody give me the fucking X-Files or
And you can't do the Cosby Show anymore.
No, we can't do that. Anyway, so $60, we will create a TV show based fan fiction and read it for a Patreon episode.
It's true. We will actually do that.
We will do it. So just keep that in mind. You can find us at Bodice Tipplers or patreon.com/bodicetipplers.
Or at bodicetipplers.com and you'll see a link to our Patreon over on the left. Yes.
So what are we drinking?
It's pink.
It's pink, La Coqueluche. I think that's what we
said. It's got a rooster in
fancy pants,
a Tweedledum outfit.
I bought it because I like the bottle. Really.
Yeah,
it's a rosé.
It's cute.
We're drinking something light and frothy to go with this insane book that we read. This is part of Sarah's first of the dun-dun-dun.
4 for 40.
Welcome to it.
We're learning our lesson after last time. We're starting a little early. I don't actually turn 40 until February. Right. But we're not going to be like Courtney turning 40 in the next fucking year because it takes us so long to get the episodes out.
Exactly.
That we are turning 40. We're front-loading this shit. And the reason I picked this is, partly because we did an RL Stine for Courtney's 4 for 40.
Why don't you tell the folks at home what we're reading, Sarah?
I already did for the trigger warnings.
Oh.
But yes, it's RL Stine's The Boyfriend, it's not part of Fear Street. It is evidently the point horror, and which was not just an RL Stine thing. It was Christopher Pike did some and all, and it was more YA before YA was a huge publishing category. It was for kids like me who were reading Stephen King and Dean Koontz and stuff, but for in a short R.L. Stine kind of format.
Sometimes you just wanted a good teen murder romp.
Right. And I remember finding this actually on one of those paperback spinners they used to have at the library. Yeah. So the funny thing is that I at the time I was reading Stephen King way too young. And I still have a thing about locking a bathroom door before I check behind the shower curtain because The Shining fucked me up in 7th grade. But so yeah, I was on grown up horror, so I don't know why this book I found it creepy and it bothered me a bit. which is hilarious, right? Because it's this book, yeah. But so I picked it because Courtney had done a Fear Street book, and because we had a blast with it, and I thought, oh, I'll figure out which one that was, and I actually only figured it out by the cover. I had to Google Lily Corsage Pin Blood.
This book is amazing.
Yes, and it is this one.
This book is a damn delight. I love it.
Courtney loved it.
So,
I had to put it down sometimes because it was so fucking mean. It wasn't scary. It was just like, it was so mean. I had to put it in the freezer because these people are just monsters. And I don't mean like the dead kind. I mean just like the Bret Easton Ellis kind.
Oh my god. So again, the cover Sarah has described, there is a white corsage with a pin.
The funny thing is, it was slightly different, which is the one you can see on Amazon, but it was still, this is a different picture of a white corsage with a pin in blood. Like they found another flower, stuck another pin in it for this like slightly different cover.
So the back description: you lie, you die. Dex is madly in love with Joanna. He would do anything for her, but she doesn't care. To her, boys are there to be used and thrown away. After Joanna breaks up with Dex, he does something no other guy has done to her before. He dies. He dies. Joanna tries to pretend she's sorry, but this time she's gone too far. Dex is coming back from the dead, and he wants one last date.
What year is this?
1990.
Oh, yes, it is.
I remember reading this after reading it, and I fucking love this book. This is like, I love this book with the same intensity that you love the Laverne Spencer book. Like, everybody in this book...
You would have thought this would be backwards. Like, if you knew us, and you do, I suppose, you readers at home.
This book is full of dickheads, and I love it.
They all have everything coming to them that they get plus much more.
I felt like this book was honestly, if you took the book, not the movie, the book less than zero, and you took the movie April Fool's Day and put it in a big blender and like poured it over ice and had James Spader serve it to me, nothing could be more perfect.
We should have made a drink that was green.
It was so good.
Like green with like cherry maraschino cherries on a stick. Like that's what we should have done.
So, do you want to do the plot on this one?
We can do it together. Okay, so Joanna's a cunt.
Joanna is fucking goals.
Okay, so we just had to redo this.
We got really excited because this book is so batshit crazy, and we realized that you had two excited, like, couple of glasses of wine Southern women just talking at you, and it made no fucking sense.
And this isn't available on Kindle and probably not at your library either, so your odds are you're not going to read this, and so we should give it a little bit of a better shot than that.
Yes.
So you get the experience of the book.
So, like I said earlier, that this is very much like the movie April Fool's Day, the greatest of the 80s slasher horror comedies.
I'm sure my husband has.
So we're going to go through this like we are a horror movie heroine. We're going to take you through the Joanna perspective, and then we're going to come back and unpack it.
We're going to do the first-person shooter, and then we're going to widen back out to the kind of video game where you're always looking at the horse's butt.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
So, Joanna is our... I don't even know if you can call it, like, she's our anti-heroine?
She's a cunt.
She's amazing.
I'm so sorry, Mom. I mean, I'm sorry. You gotta use that word sometimes, and this is where you gotta use it.
She's fucking goals. I love her. She's such a bitch. She's amazing.
She has no redeeming features whatsoever, except that you feel sorry for her when bad things happen to her.
Though. Like, she does have a white BMW.
She does. I mean, but it's one of those 80s-ish. It's not a cute one.
Here's the amazing thing, though. As we go through this, and we tell you about how horrible these people are, they're still less horrible than the people in the book less than zero. So, just keep that in mind.
Well, this is for, like, young adults.
Well, I mean, you know, he wrote that book when he was, like, 18, so... That's about somebody going back to their high school friends during the winter break of their first year of college. So, you know...
I think that's new adult now.
Yeah. But, anyway, so, this book is about Joanna, the stone cold bitch. And Joanna has a boyfriend named Dex. Now, up until a few years ago, Joanna had kind of had this, like, middle America, like, upper class life, but not crazy upper class. Like, you know,
like
she was
picket fence, like old new car.
Her dad, though, you know, meets a young and hot secretary, leaves the mom, but the mom exacts her revenge in the fucking divorce.
She gets a payoff in the divorce
So she gets
court.
everything. And Joanna, like, becomes lifestyles of the rich and famous in this tiny, shitty town.
And she's going to she's changed schools.
Yeah.
She's left all her old friends. She's going to the private school, and she's going to get her a private school dude.
Yeah, she's ready. She is ready to Bennington College upgrade, is what she's ready to do. So her current boyfriend, is a guy named Dex. Dex is, dark hair. He's arty. He's wearing a lot of, like, concert band t-shirts, spiky hair. He wants to be an actor.
I bet he, at the time, knew who the Dead Milkmen were.
I don't know if Dex knew.
People in my, middle school would wear, t-shirts.
I know, but
and
I'm
I
saying,
was like,
Dex also
damn.
seems sort of dorky. That he's
well,
not
yeah. This is not that kind of town, I guess. But but we meet her in the mall, of course. And when we meet her, the first thing we see her do is ghost him, stand him up on a date, but not that she didn't go, that she was hiding around the corner in, the Claire's boutique to watch his face die a little. It's amazing.
I love it.
Because she wants to go up with Shep. She's got her trade up already.
Yeah, so Shep is the new, rich boyfriend.
Mm-hmm.
His grandma bought him a Jaguar.
I'm sure he wears his sweaters, knotted around his neck instead of,
he's got
his
that
waist.
floppy blonde hair.
Yes.
You love a blonde. You love a
I
pretty
do
blonde.
not. I do not love a blonde at all.
So...
But Shep is the only decent person in this entire book.
Okay. So she hangs out at the mall and is just thinks it's hilarious how sad fucking Dex is. She then tells her friend Mary about it. Also, Joanna is blonde and beautiful, and Mary is brown haired and normal looking.
Yes.
So,
and she loves to tell Mary all about what a shitty person she is.
She really does love to tell Mary all the terrible things she does.
She just wants to see the shock on Mary's face. It's
yeah. So Mary's like, hey, that's kind of bitchy. And Joanna's like, I know.
It was amazing.
So she goes to bed that night.
And Dex has this habit of going through her window all the time, very Twilighty. Yeah. Not cool. Not cool at all.
Or Melissa Etheridge.
Oh, that's to my window. They're not through my window.
Come through my window.
Come through my window is a whole other ball of wax.
So he shows up and he's like, hey, where were you? And she's like, I forgot. Yeah. He's like, well, me and my friend Alex, who she doesn't like because Joanna doesn't like anyway. He's outside waiting. Let's go to the cliffs. And
there's always cliffs in RL Stine. I just assume that he's in somewhere the flattest place in the world, but then there's a cliff just out of nowhere.
There's always just a fucking cliff. So they drive in her white BMW to the cliffs. Poor Alex is just sitting there
third wheel in it.
Alex knows the Dead Milkman. Dex doesn't.
Yeah, that's quite possibly true.
So Alex is just probably he's off camera in there, just smoking a joint.
You had to find things to do when your friends were making out while you were stuck there.
Oh my god.
Trust me. And you never brought a book, and I don't know why you never brought a fucking book.
Yeah. You're just sitting there watching them being like, this is boring.
I got trapped in somebody's living room once. Oh my
terrible.
god. Yeah. Strangers, and I didn't know if they were, oh god. Ooh.
Ugh.
Yeah.
I never, I was always, made it a point never be, the third person. I'd be like, nope, there's gotta be a fourth.
See, that was always the goal, but then, you would be in this car full of, 8 people, and then, 3 of them would peel off here, and one of them had to go home, and then,
I was always good at the peel off. I always knew when to peel. So, Alex is off camera,
the sex appeal.
Alex is smoking a J or whatever, and then Joanna and Dex are, hanging out by the cliffs. And Dex is like, watch this, and then falls off the fucking cliff.
Because he's a dick, too.
And Joanna's like, what the hell? So she looks over, and there's, a little cliff underneath the cliff, a little ledge. And he's like, fooled you. And she's like, you dickhead. And then that little ledge starts to crumble and fall, and,
and he starts screaming. And he hears, thump, 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 squat.
And so then the most amazing thing happens. Alex is like, oh, shit, we gotta help Dex. And this bitch just jumps in that car and goes.
Them Duke boys. I bet she didn't even, open the door.
Goes. It was amazing.
And then she tells herself, no, I'm going for help. That's it. I'm going for help.
I'm gonna call 911 when I get home.
Instead, she was like, no, fuck this shit. I'm out of here.
And then, so she's so, frazzled from, seeing her boyfriend that she hates fall to his death that she hits a semi-truck
just the bam.
Yeah. So she wakes up, she's in the hospital, she can't move her body, she's very disoriented, she's on a ton of medication. Mary shows up and gives her a Snickers.
That's nice.
Yeah, it was nice. And then Alex shows up, and she's like, so Dex is okay, right? And he's like, no, bitch, he died. And then he gets mad because, like, she doesn't cry or anything.
And she's in, like, a full-body cast and on, like, a ton of morphine.
So, fast forward, months go by. Like, she's had physical therapy. She's had to, like, catch up in school. But Joanna has moved on. And
she's with Shep now.
She is with hot Shep. Hot, blonde, nice Shep. And, you know, she's living her best life, even though she finds Shep boring. You know, she doesn't like anybody.
She hates her tennis coach, even.
Oh,
I mean,
she
like,
hates the tennis coach. I get that because the tennis coach was not given any...
There's two different tennis coaches in this, and she hates both tennis coaches.
Well, she's like, I'm paying $65 an hour, which I was like, damn, that's some good pricing for, like, 1990. That tennis coach was... The other thing, this is a small minutia point, but, like, this tennis coach, again, makes $65 an hour, and he's looking at her racket, and he's like, oh, that's really nice. I can't afford that racket. I was like... Yes, you can. You're charging $65 an hour.
Yeah, there's no racket.
Yeah.
It's not. Yeah, it's not like that. All right, it's not like that.
So she starts seeing out of the corner of her eye, and, like, you know, just she'll be out with Shep, and she'll see Dex, and she's like, what? No.
But then she's like, oh, that dude's just like tall and floppy haired like Dex.
Yes. And this keeps happening, and she thinks she's going crazy, and then.
And she keeps talking to Mary about this, by the way. You know,
come through my window.
Oh.
Dex shows up, and she notices that he's got a greenish tint.
But it's dark, and, you know, he's been, like, indoors a lot. You know, because he says, oh, I was just in a coma for a long time. Alex didn't know that, because he took me to, like, a different hospital.
At first he's like, oh, he was playing a joke on you. And she's like, well, that's a fucked up thing to do.
Their stories are kind of inconsistent, as I remember.
There's, like, no consistency in this book.
But, like, you know, but his leg is really stiff, but then again, like, you know, he fell off a fucking cliff.
So she starts dating both of them.
Of course she does.
As one does.
One by day, one by night.
And she starts noticing, like, her and Dex go to see a Robert De Niro shoot 'em up comedy.
Yes!
And I'm always like, what movie is this?
Oh, and my husband knew, and I didn't remember what it was.
Is it Midnight Run?
I think it's Midnight Run.
I feel like it has to, with him and Charles Grodin, it has to be Midnight Run. So she's like, something smells bad.
Your new cologne is weird.
Yeah, and she's like, oh, it's Dex that smells bad.
Yeah, Dex used to always smell good.
And they go to, like, she meets him at this club, and
everything is weird, as it actually is.
His tooth falls out.
Yeah, I forgot about that bit.
And she's like, whoa, that's fucked up, too. But, so while this is going on, she's hanging out with Shep. Shep takes her to, like, a public school dance where she's being a bitch about everybody. And he's like, you're kind of a snobby bitch. And she's like, oh, I gotta take it down a notch, you know.
You can tell.
So he's like, he's got a Jaguar, and she's like talking about his awesome Jaguar. So she just keeps stringing both of them along until, like, more and more clues come in that Dex might have come back from the dead.
Ooh.
Like, he gets greener and greener, and his skin starts falling off.
And his eyes turn kind of red.
So one night she goes to his grandmother's, or his aunt's house. His aunt that he lived with, who's, like, not in the, like, because no adult is in this fucking book or this town. It's like the Children of the Corn Town is what it is.
Well, and the weird thing is that her mom will show up to, like, drag her to a charity function or, like, go to church.
So she's, like, going through, like, she goes to open the door of the house, and all of a sudden Dex is there, and again, his, like, face falls the fuck off. So she runs off. She gets in her car and just, like, jumps in the bed when she gets home. Her mom is like, come to church with me. She's like, no, I don't feel good. So as soon as her mom leaves, she calls Mary. She's like, yo, Mary, you got to come over here. And Mary's like, oh, it's early. It's Sunday. She's like, get your ass over here. So Mary comes over.
I think Dex is back from the fucking dead.
Yeah, so,
which
like,
would get me out of bed.
So she gets there. She, like, they're in the kitchen, and she starts telling Mary about how Dex is really dead. And Mary takes this shit in stride. Like, she's like, okay, yeah, that makes sense. Like, what else could it fucking be?
Yeah, my cousin on Fear Street told me all about this, right?
Now, prior to this, she had also confronted Alex about all this. And Alex is like, no, he's dead.
Yeah.
I went to the funeral. He's dead. And she's like, no, he's not. He's alive. And, like, so they have this argument. So...
Well, first Shep shows up.
Well, yeah, so Shep shows up, and they're hanging out, and Alex calls her, and he's like, Joanna, you were right.
Dex is dead.
Yeah, yeah. And so she's like...
And then he hangs up, like,
he's coming for you. He's coming for you. So, like, Joanna's like, oh, shit, we got to, like, mount up. We got to be ready, you know, because this is what the fuck happens.
Don't the kids say post up now?
I don't know what the fuck.
I think they do.
So... she's, like, ready to go, and then all of a sudden, Dex...
Well, no, Alex comes in and says, he's after you. So they're all there. They're all in the kitchen.
Everybody's there. And
I assume it's open format. And then, Dex, like, shambles, and he's got a knife.
Yeah, and so he drops, like, there's a struggle. Shep's like, whoa, there's a poor Shep. Shep's like, there's a fucking
Shep has no
zombie.
idea. Shep thought that he was dating Joanna.
There's a fucking zombie in the house. And so there's like a scramble and
Joanna stabs him in the heart.
well, with the knife that he dropped, and she's like, everybody's like, what did you do?
And it's
Alex?
red blood, they say, like, oh my god. Because she was like, what? I fucking killed the fucking zombie.
And
You're welcome.
And then Alex goes, it was a joke, and starts yelling at her.
Like, excuse me?
And then
Like, we gotta hide the body.
Shep's like, hey, we gotta call the police. And then Mary's like, nah, man, we gotta hide this body in the fucking woods.
And in fact, me and Alex are gonna do that right now.
Yeah. So they hide the body. Her and Shep are like cleaning up.
And this is all your fault, Joanna.
Yeah.
Which, to be fair, Joanna's a bitch, but this is not actually her fault.
Like, you know what? Like, at the end of the day, Joanna really is probably like the best of them. Because, anyway.
At least she, because they're all like, it was stage makeup. And she's like, how was I supposed to fucking know that?
So, it's like the next day, a couple days, whatever. And she's just tooling along, like...
Well, because she's in shock. Okay, to be fair, I mean, she's not showing a lot of emotion because, for one thing, she thinks that at any time they're going to find the body of the dude she just killed. So, you know, she's going to tennis.
She's going to tennis. She goes to see Mary. And, no, I don't even remember where the fuck she is.
I think it might be at Mary's house.
How the final confrontation happens. Like, so, Dex shows up again, and he's like... I really am a zombie this time. And Mary's like, oh, fuck, here we go. Or Joanna's like, oh, fuck, here we go again. And, like, he throws her into, like, a ditch and takes a knife and, like, stabs it into the ground to show her that it's real. And he's like, I'm really gonna fucking kill you this time. And they're struggling. And she goes, all of a sudden, Mary shows up. And is like, Mary's trying to kill her too. Mary's like, I was behind all of this. Mm-hmm. This was all me.
You didn't care about Dex. I always cared about Dex.
So she goes to like try to shoot Mary or Joanna, and Dex is like, nah, man, she's not worth it. And then they just walk into the fucking house.
Yeah.
They just walk into the fucking house.
And then she tested and find out that the knife was fake.
Yeah.
But Mary had tried to, like, fucking stab her with it, so...
it's the most bizarre thing. So
Joanna's like, well, that's all fucking bullshit garbage. I think I'm gonna, like, get my head straight and call Shep.
Yeah, and like, she tells Shep that, like, up until, it took this, like, 4 near-death experiences for her to realize that she had been, like, caging her emotions since the parents' divorce. And so, like, she tells Shep that she, like, was back from the dead, and that was the end of the book.
Yeah, Now, I want you to remember that as far as Shep knows, the last thing that happened was he was in her house, and she fucking killed a dude, and they went and hid the body. So then she calls him up and says, hey, when you want to date? I feel like I'm ready to date now.
Oh, so, like, there's so much to unpack with
this. Oh, my God. Okay. Did they arrange the first, like, him falling off the cliff thing?
Or was that accidental? He might have actually been in the hospital, but because...
They did it all because she didn't cry when she found out that he was dead, according to Alex. I mean, and as much as I hate this woman, yeah, she was incredibly drugged up, and you can't judge people based on their reactions to horrible things.
You can't, like how people deal with grief. But, okay, so I want to say that the first, like, near-death experience was probably true. And then he's all like, I'm good at makeup because I'm an actor, because being an actor and being good at costume makeup are the same fucking thing.
Like, special effects? I mean, like, she can see his skull at some point.
He had to have spent thousands of dollars that he doesn't have.
The tooth!
Oh my God.
But then, no, the most unbelievable part of all of this is, okay, so think back to your own high school years. Think back in your head. You don't have to say it out loud, although you can if you want to. Who's the dead kid in your high school? You know the name, right?
Yeah.
At least one person, because dead teenagers are famous.
Yeah.
Her mother didn't know her boyfriend died.
Private school or not.
Didn't die.
Yeah, private school or not.
It's not that big a town. It's got 2 high schools. One of them's public, one of them's private.
Like, everybody knows.
Dead kids are famous. They make the paper. They make, like, everybody talks about them. They're in the yearbook. There's a big old, like, spread in the yearbook about the dead kid.
But, like, okay, but, that, and then also just being, like, how does he have the makeup? And, like, again, we're not talking about just makeup. We're talking, like, real...
Prosthetics.
Yeah, prosthetics, like, to do this. And then, again, just Everybody in this book is a sociopath.
How bad do you have to hate somebody to come up with this? Where you fake your death, 3 times?
3 times. This was a 3-time death fake.
Yeah.
Not once, not twice, but 3 fucking times.
So, like, after the first time, he went and did it a second time, I think, in her kitchen. And then he's like, well, let's see if she cries now.
Like, fool me once. I'm gonna try it 4 more times. Bitch, you're gonna cry. You're gonna cry.
Like, you're never crying again because, like, you know.
Because your friends, like, keep fucking with you. Okay, so again, this is like April Fool's Day, but everybody in this is unlikable. Where in April Fool's Day, they're all amazing.
And poor Shep, though. Think about Shep is decent.
When the big reveal happens in April Fool's Day, it's amazing because the girl's like, fuck all of you. And it's like part of this murder mystery. Like, there's a bigger point to it. But yeah, like, sociopath.
It's just meanness for meanness' sake.
I love it. I embrace the shit out of it. Like, that is my jam. Like, I love these fucking mean teenagers just faking
crawling
deaths.
through each other's windows,
faking deaths just to get back at a bitch. Like, that is some shit that I would do. I would.
And you know, the funniest thing is, in all this incredibly unrealistic shit, this is one of the few times I've actually seen this in any TV show, any book, any whatever. People realistically going to church the way that you get dragged to church when you're a kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Real
you
story.
never see that in this stuff. And in the middle of all this, she's like, you should go to church. I don't want to go to church. Really, you should go to church. I don't feel good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yes, this book was fucking enjoyable as shit. I loved it. I loved how, unapologetic. Like, I love when a middle-aged man tries to write teenage
and that's the best because, like, especially when he tries to write a girl.
Oh my god, it's so
because think how
good.
wrong he was about the girl in First Date, right?
Yeah, like all of them, they're all just like, she didn't care. It's like he wrote. This is based on some bitch that he hated.
Oh yeah, and he doesn't show. He tells.
Yeah.
Like, she thought that he wasn't worth it, and he was poor, and he got poor all over her car.
Exactly. Oh my god, it was amazing. So.
But why did this book scare me when I was a kid?
I mean, I get it. The whole like
the window thing.
Yeah, the window thing. Parts of it are creepy. I mean, like, the last line about her being back from the dead is, like, really well done, and it is a little, like, poignant. You're like, shit. You know, like, and it ends on this very, like, abrupt note.
Because they ran out of pages.
I think it is the thing about it. I'm going to keep talking about it because it reminds me of this. Like, the book Less Than Zero is a horror novel. Like, that is horror. It's modern horror, you know what I mean? Because basically you have this one guy who's come back from, like, school on the East Coast to LA where everybody is unsupervised, everybody's doing massive amounts of drugs, and it's just him with this girl that he doesn't really love and doesn't care about, but he's just hanging out with her because that's what he's been doing, trying to find his other friend who's, you know, addicted to drugs and basically has to go and sit with him as a voyeur as his friend, like, turns tricks, you know, in an apartment for hours, and then his best friend is watching it. Like,
Man, third wheeling, tell you what.
Yeah, that's the ultimate third wheeling. And then you've got the drug dealer who has a 12-year-old sex slave in his house and, like, has everybody, like, rape her. Like, that's, like, again, this book is like, if you don't want to feel like dealing with Bret Easton Ellis, like, just read this to understand teenage sociopathy. You know?
But
like,
not really, because it's written by a middle-aged man.
Yeah. Like, it's... Oh, yeah, again, in spite of all these fake deaths, that novel is still, like, worse. But, yeah, it's just very similar. Like, in this, like, whole nobody gives a shit attitude.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, like the idea, like what I found like a little disturbing as an adult is the worldview behind it.
Yeah,
like that pessimistic. Well, everybody's like this kind of worldview.
Yeah, like again, it is. It's like a.
That if your friends could, if money was no object, they would probably fake their death and fake try to murder you at least 4 times.
Oh my god, I would do it just for fun. Like,
yeah.
I would just do it for laughs. Like, again, I would April Fool's Day the shit out of it.
And then the thing is, okay, what happens when you actually fucking die? Because I'm not showing up for the 8th time. I'm only going to 3 funerals tops. And I'm not shaving my legs.
So in the movie April Fool's Day, it's a college girl. I think her name is Buffy. Muffy. Like, so there's 2 of them. There's Muffy and Buffy. So Buffy has been willed this, like, island that has, like, a massive, like, inn on it. And as, like, everybody gets there, it's, like, her, like, 6 best friends from college. They start dying off one by one until, like, the last girl is left. And, like, she's, like, fighting whatever's coming for me. And, you know, she thinks it's an evil twin of her friend. Like, her friend is Buffy, and the twin is Buffy. Mm-hmm. And, like, she runs into the living room, and everybody's just, like, all of her friends. It's, like, the most glorious fucking reveal of all time. Because, like, all of her friends are just, like, sitting there reading. Like, all the people that you think have died horribly are, like, reading books. Or, like, playing cards. And she's just standing there with, like, a knife, and she's like, what the fuck? And then they're like, Buffy comes out, and she's like, April Fool's Day! And it is the best moment. It is the best movie moment.
How obnoxious would it be to have had to be faking being dead for that long? Like, what do? You hang out in the attic? Like, you bring your
it's only like a matter, like, it's really like it's like a night.
I'm just thinking about, like, oh my god, like, why did I agree to be number one?
Like, well,
I'm thinking logistics,
like,
you know.
None of them knew it until they were murdered. Oh. And then, like, it's like Buffy is trying to make this to be like a, like...
It's kind of like a game of werewolf, I guess, yeah.
Yeah, like, we're supposed to be like, she wants to turn this into, like, an immersive, like, haunted, like, weekend, you know, kind of in, like, a murder mystery in. Mm-hmm. So there's, like, you know, she's actually got a business plan behind it. And it's...
Well, small business is the backbone of the American economy.
It is fucking great. So it reminded me a lot of that, but, like, where April Fool's Day is inherently sweet. Mm-hmm. Like,
this is so nasty. It is so mean-spirited. It is so...
it's so great.
I'm not kidding. I had to put it down sometimes because it was just so mean.
Alright, so we'll do questions with this. I think we're going to go through our questions really quick because, like, not all of them work well.
Well, but some of them work extremely well. So, big dick energy or big dick energy? Well, I mean...
Joanna had big dick energy.
Like, I think Dexter clearly fell off at some point.
Joanna had the biggest dick in the book.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Shep, I guess, who is our hero, is just sweet and, like,
but he's not a hero. He doesn't do anything. No, yeah, he's just a little bit dumb.
He just gets wrapped up in these assholes.
He's like, what the hell? I was minding my own business. I was, you know, just hanging out at somebody's house. Remember, you used to hang out in people's houses and you'd never met them before.
Exactly.
You might never see them again. You just were in their kitchen.
Yeah.
It was like that.
Yeah, so...
Oh, my God.
So, I guess, like, yeah, I don't know. Shep...
They certainly didn't sell me on Dex as a hottie, although I guess he does have a marketable skill.
He's gonna do makeup like nobody's business.
Yeah, it's gonna be great. Would you talk shit with or about the heroine?
Both.
Yeah.
Both.
I want to hear like what gossip she heard lately because she will fucking tell you.
I would be her best frenemy. Like, me and this bitch would be faking death.
The thing is, no, she is legitimately horrible, though. She's not like ha-ha horrible. She is actually a nightmare human.
I loved her. All right. Are the women in this Virginia Woolf or Phyllis Schlafly?
The women in this eat each other by the vagina. It is amazing. Mary, after all that time of just being her sounding board for all the terrible things she's doing, is like, I'm gonna fucking kill you. And she did not know that that was a fake knife, because obviously Dex could not trust her with that knowledge.
So do her and Dex end up together?
I think so, yeah.
I mean, I guess, yeah.
Yeah, they did. How long is that gonna last?
Yeah.
I mean, like, I guess they bonded together.
Fake death together.
Yeah. I mean, they've been working, you know, when you work together with somebody on a project.
Oh, yeah.
It's like that, you know.
When it comes to consent, is this more Robin Thicke or Marvin Gaye? There's real no.
Well, she never locked her fucking window.
Well, I mean, he is always coming in the window, but I think she liked it too. But also, like...
Yeah, maybe it's that's a metaphor.
I mean, she did not consent to fake murders all up in
No,
her business.
she did not. But then again, how do you meaningfully consent to that?
I
don't know. How badly are you judging your mom off for reading this book? It would have had to be a desert island.
Yeah, exactly. It had to be a desert.
It's a book for teenagers. Would Scarlett Johansson be in the movie? Yes, I can see it. Oh my god, I can see it so well. But you know what it would be? It would be one of those movies that people are in before they get famous, and then they try to get it suppressed because it's like Leprechaun 4.
Exactly.
Yeah. Was it Leprechaun 4 that Matthew McConaughey and somebody is in?
I know that Jennifer Aniston's in the original Leprechaun.
Well, yeah, but like, you know, and these people will be in a movie for 5 minutes, but now they market the movie like in the $5 bin, and their faces are like enormous on them.
I know that Matthew McConaughey. I think he was in one of the Texas Chainsaws.
Ah, you're right. He was.
I think he was in Texas Chainsaw.
I'm getting those two confused. But it would be like that. It would be one of those like juvenilia.
Yeah. You're not leaving the house looking like that.
There was some great 90s style in this.
Oh my god, so much 90s style.
There
She was
like,
making fun of a lot, like the girl in the fringe skirt and the plastic boots.
And I was like, girl. And then like, who was I think Shep was like, I think those boots are cute.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shep's alright.
Shep was always dressed in nice polo sweaters.
But she wore one outfit, and I'm trying to remember what it was. It was like tights and like the corduroy mini skirt. I'm like, oh shit, I had all these things. Exactly. And the sweater. I absolutely had all these items in well, maybe not middle school. Like maybe they were like more fashionable on the point than because it takes a while for fashion to percolate.
Yeah.
Because I definitely wore, like, tights and, like, corduroy skirts in high school, which would have been, like, a few years after this. Yeah, there was some cute outfits in this, actually.
There are. Would your 12-year-old self have dog-eared any pages?
Well, there's no doing it.
There's no making out. There's not even a make-out.
Well, I mean, because, like, imagine...
Everybody's getting murdered all the time, or fake murder.
It wouldn't have held up, like, his makeup. Can you imagine if she, like, went in?
Oh, my God.
And he, like, maybe he was ready. Maybe he had, like, a capsule to bite down on or something.
Do you remember there was a movie also, we'll have to put a link up to it, called My Boyfriend's Back?
Yeah, I do. I never saw it, but I remember the film.
It reminded me
of
that. I love that one too. Alright, then what pairs nicely with a dumpster fire?
Well, I didn't drink when I was young and unable to drink, but I would assume that what this pairs nicely with was vodka that you then replace with water.
This is a Midori sour.
Yeah, I think so.
This is what this is. That nice green tinge.
Yeah, I do think that we should have done some sort of green.
And that was like always
drink.
like that was what I first started like when I first started drinking. That's what I would drink were Midori sours. I was very fancy.
Oh, I drank White Russians.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Yeah, Midori sours.
I could have stood to have a little extra fat on me, so it was probably good.
We used to go to this bar down when I was a freshman in college called Tally Ho.
Oh, boy.
And it was down by the University of South Carolina Stadium, which is far away from campus. So they'd have to get buses. At least they got people on buses.
That's true.
And like they'd give you.
It's also like the warehouse district.
Yeah, they'd give you a barf bag.
Oh my God, are you serious?
You get a barf bag.
I went to a women's college.
And like so, you'd go to Tally Ho, and they'd have like fraternity sorority night. So we'd have like competitions of like who could like can the blah, blah, who cares? The Delta Gammas, like, can they outdrink the Thetas in, like, 20 seconds? You know, so.
Oh, my God. That's not just in movies?
No.
Did you get, like, a t-shirt about this? Because I keep seeing, when I was young and stupid, I kept seeing, like, all the sorority girls.
Oh, yeah, a t-shirt.
Y'all would have a t-shirt for literally every, you would be, like, Tuesday night, like, fridge clean out. There would be, like, a commemorative t-shirt.
Let me see. I could see if I could think of like our mixers. We had a 70s mixer. We had a Cowboys like Cops and Robbers mixer, I think. We had a like Valentine's Day Tie Crush mixer where I got kicked off a bus.
Oh my God. They won't even let Courtney on a bus.
Well, the guy that I went with got kicked off the bus technically. And then I got kicked off by extension. We had like Anchor Splash Bash. Like, so you get a t-shirt for each of them.
Oh, yeah, I'm aware you got a t-shirt for each of them. Now, I do have to say, way back in the day when I used to be skinny and you could not, they didn't have cheek swabs for the marrow donor thing to be on the marrow registry. You had to get blood taken. So you would either pay to get your blood taken or you would have to go to a drive because they would have raised money with the drive to pay for all the blood draws. Because, nurses or phlebotomists or whatever had to do it. And because I was too skinny to give blood, I felt bad and I felt that I should get on the marrow registry. So I looked around for a drive. I know, I'm a weird person. Just go with it, all right?
This is as fun as my stories.
I know, it's delightful. So I was looking around, and I was in grad school at the time, and so I was at USC. And so I was looking around for a drive, and they had one at USC. And a sorority was doing it because one of their sorority sisters needed a bone marrow transplant. I'm like, well, I'll just go. And, I mean, come on, my mom is going to pick me up to go to this, like, whatever, and at this time. So I'll go, like, 15 minutes before then. There were, like, 1,000 people.
This is the thing, though, is like
they use their reach in a really powerful way.
Everybody has a philanthropy, and like so ours was like Service for Sight, which we would provide like money for training for like seeing impaired for like guide dogs. We had a guy that we would take around. Like they all like everybody's got a thing, and like everybody would do a fundraising event or a series of fundraising events like once a year, and like I mean we're talking like you would raise tens of thousands of dollars. So
yeah, I mean they had that many people, and as I recall, the girl they were doing it for, she was Lebanese and something else. So of course, like your genetics matter, and it's difficult to get, like, you know, most marrow donors are just like basic ass like Scots Irish white people, which unfortunately I'm really sorry I took y'all's money to get my the blood draw done, and I am just basic ass like kind of redheaded white folk.
Yeah, but you got put on the registry.
And I faithfully update when I get a new phone number and everything. Yeah. But I was really impressed by the reach of like it must have been 1,000 people.
Yeah. So we have our T-shirts and we get stupid drunk, but we also do good things.
Yeah. Well, how much do the T-shirts cost though? Like all do they still? They probably still don't do the T. Well, I don't know. Maybe
they weren't. I mean, they were never like they were always like less than $20 or whatever. Like,
yeah, but like the vast. I'm just saying that whenever I go to Goodwill looking for stupid T-shirts to buy to sleep in, there are still.
I wish I had kept mine to do like a quilt or something with. They'd usually be about like $13-15. But yeah, I had some fun ones, and I had fun times.
Yeah, I went to a women's college instead, where the whole thing is just like a slurry of lesbian energy.
So Midori sours at Tally Ho. That's what this drink is.
Well, see, my dad used to always mix up screwdrivers, and so I, as a kid, thought that screwdrivers were supposed to be that color of pale. So I would, as an adult over 21, I would order screwdrivers at the bar. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with this?
Why is this so orange?
I know. Why does this taste like an orange juice?
So yeah. That is my vote for it. This has been the first in our Sarah's 4 for 40, and this ended up being a Courtney jam. So thank you. Yeah,
well, you're welcome. Just wait until you read Message from Nam. And no, when she reads, we're gonna make her read an Anne McCaffrey book, and it's gonna be good times, y'all. It's gonna be good times.
So much fun. But yeah, we will see you next time.
All right. Make sure that if you want to see more of what we do and how we do it, you go to bodicetipplers.com, or you can find us wherever you get your podcasts.
Bodice Tipplers is part of the Frolic Network. Find more podcasts you'll love at frolic.media/podcast.